Welcome, welcome.
You made
All
it.
right.
Hello.
Yes, of course, our last Art and Tea, we have an issue we've never had where the Mighty Networks is down, which has never happened before. So we are so glad you're here. We weren't
Yes.
sure who would
Must
be here.
be you saw our Instagram or our newsletter if you are a network member because something crazy's going on. The network's down. Weird. It's like, what's going to happen next?
I would love in the chat, the holidays are coming. If you're celebrating, where are you celebrating? Do you get to stay home or do you have to go drive somewhere crazy? In the chat, share your holiday plans.
Jamie, you've got a lot of pressure on you being the first Christmas with the grandchild, the new babe.
Actually, I'm looking at it a different way, which I get childcare for about 5 days. So that's but yes, we debated making people come to us, but it's actually easier we're going to other people. So we're doing it all. We're doing it all.
Well,
Awesome. Lots of people staying home. That's great.
I am
We're so
excited
glad you're here.
staying home for the first year. It'll be nice.
Yes, that's exciting.
All right. Well, welcome. We are so glad you're here. I am gonna disable annotation. For some reason last week I couldn't figure out how to take those little scratchies off that happen. I know sometimes you guys have little people on the call, sometimes you're on your phone. Whatever is happening in your world in this moment, welcome. We're so glad you're at Art and Tea. It's our last one of 2023. That's so crazy. So crazy. We've had such a good year, so many things that we've connected on, and so much that has happened in our community. And we're really going to celebrate that today. We're going to acknowledge just all of the work that we've been putting in. And we're just going to say thanks for this moment and for all of the gratitude, all of the momentum that we've shared together. It's just been a lot, and such a pleasure. So thank you.
And if you are new to Art and Tea, welcome. We are recording this, so all the recordings will be on the network. You can watch the replay if you ever miss a session. Please put your pronouns on your name if you'd like. It's the 3 little dots in the corner, and you can see Kaylin and I, how we've done it. And we're very excited that today is going to be a lot about reflection. And so we are going to go into breakout rooms, and I'll explain that a little bit later on. But welcome, welcome, especially if you're new.
Yes, if you're a first-time Art and Tea, please let us know in the chat. It's always nice to be able to welcome new friends and new members. We have lots of artists signing up to join us for 2024 right now, which is really exciting. So after every Art and Tea, we do this little thing called Boost Group, where if you want to, it's optional, you stay on the call, and we basically post to social media and then give each other lots of likes and love and try to boost each other's posts. So it's a great way to just get to know each other a little bit better. We usually talk Instagram strategy. So feel free to just stay on this call as we wrap up Art and Tea if you want to join us.
And our podcast is do these 5 things to celebrate your growth. So kind of to support what we're doing today. And that is posted for you to listen to. So enjoy.
And we have our Thriving Artist map all ready to go, shipping to your door. Many of you already have it. Look at mine. That's not a very good way to show you. I already have Post-it notes all over it. It is ready for you to order. So if you want a studio planner that will kind of take you through your year, that has customizable but structured sort of activities to support your art career, makes a great gift for a friend, makes a great gift for yourself. We lowered the price. We're doing everything we can to get you this good stuff that we love in sustainable ways. So we would love for you to grab a map.
Awesome. So if you are a member, there is a free PDF map, and that is under Art and Tea on Tuesdays. You can find that there and download it, or you can purchase a hardcover map or a PDF from our website. So there's lots of options. There's been some great tags that people have received their maps in the mail, and it's just fun to hold it. And that is great. So we're very excited. We have ours, so we're ready to go.
And thank you, those of you who have posted lovely thoughts about it online and have shared the excitement. We really appreciate you sharing for us. It means so much. All right. Well, we have a featured artist, Teresa. So happy to feature you. I'm not sure if you're here today. I know you're usually an Art and Tier, but we have been so impressed with this amazing project that Teresa is doing, setting herself up for creating many, many portraits. She's a wonderful portrait artist. Teresa did an incredible Tush show this past year, and I think she's planning to participate again. And also, she's been a big art residency participant. So I'll read this little statement from Teresa. I'm a painter and a photographer. I have a curiosity of all materials, which I can create something. I'm a working artist living with my husband on Savory
Yes,
Island.
Savory.
Off
Beautiful.
the west coast of British Columbia, creating from my tiny studio. I have a passion for collage, strange, unusual, thought-provoking imagery, specific focuses, blurred edges, and often a study on memory, dreams, and the perception of my identity are at my core. I have often taken a word or a definition and built ideas from that. Vibrant, saturated colors are my natural palette. I've moved into small and medium works on paper and wood panels, focusing on oil paint, yet testing all the mediums I can. Just look at all of those
Look at them all.
portraits. I love seeing an image like this where small studies are organized all together. It's just like so inspiring to see this, right?
Yes.
Just
So,
Teresa is
yeah,
one
and
of those
there's
artists who I feel like she can do any kind of art. Like she clearly is so skilled in so many mediums.
and it's been so neat to see Teresa do the TUS Taking Up Space shows as well and kind of work on this project for that. So thank you for being here, Teresa. You're the best.
You're an all-star
We-
TTN artist. You do all of our programs and look at your amazing work. Thanks, Teresa. All right.
Awesome. So we are going to do breakout rooms. And so what that means is you'll get an invite and you'll go into a room with other artists. It's sort of like a private space, a Zoom, an interweb private space. And it's a time to share who you are, where you're located, to go look at Instagram and share the kind of work that you do. And it's a really great time to just connect and get warmed up. So it's only 5 minutes. It goes really fast. So make sure everyone has a chance to share. And if you don't want to participate today, that's totally fine. Just turn off your camera and mute and stay out here. If you go into your breakout room and you think I shouldn't be here or no one is here, come back to us in the main room and we'll sort you out. And Kaylin will get those set up and you'll see an invite. And we'll see you in 5 minutes.
Enjoy.
Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.
All right. Welcome back, folks. We're just in breakout rooms. They should be coming back here in just a few seconds. I know a few of you just joined the call, so thanks for popping in. Welcome, welcome.
All right.
I gave you guys an extra minute there. I know there were quite a few folks who came in after the rooms were broken out. And so I just wanted to give you a few extra minutes for folks who popped in there last. So you could introduce yourselves because we're gonna have a bit of a chat here after we do our reflection. So it's good to get introduced.
Yes, the new link, the link today is on Instagram. I've caught a couple people looking for it. We got a message from Mighty Networks that said there's multiple networks down. So I'm sure they're more stressed than we are today, to be honest. That's what I kept thinking.
Yeah, they actually had
Oh,
someone respond to our DM already, which they're
yeah.
usually quite slow with their responses. So
So they're on emergency.
they're scrambling.
Yeah.
You're all smart artists, you know where to find us, and good thing you check our newsletter and our Instagram, right?
Yes, so we are so excited for these final sessions. We started with doing our planning, so that was just a big brain dump of all of our goals, a really great session. Last week we did the reflection end of it, so we reflected on the last 6 years. We loved seeing, we'll show you some responses from people that went and did that exercise, how much it helped them. It was awesome. And then today is all about celebrating, so bringing that sort of gratitude. Yeah, so it's kind of future, past, present. It's like a Christmas carol, if you will.
Okay, this is my first time seeing this comment from Shauna, and I am like, all the love, all the warm fuzzies. She says, love the podcast this week. The push toward reflection and planning is probably my number one favorite thing about the network. Woo! We're not crazy, Jamie. Our gifts for that our gifts are finding the right people, our quote unquote gifts. Without your prodding, I might never stop and count my wins, and it feels so good and necessary when I do. I don't notice my own growth as it's happening. It just feels like plodding along until I really take inventory. Shauna, I'm so
Mhm.
glad. We do really try to balance this like inspiration and motivation for being productive and making progress with no, but you're a human. Pause. Think about all the good work you
Mhm.
did. Like we really want there to be a balance in that the way that we present content and the stuff that we share with you all and the stuff that we do together as a community. We want it to address the whole you, and that means a lot of pausing. So thank you.
Yes. And sometimes I feel like art and tea is like the gym. Sometimes it can feel like, oh, I don't have time for that. I don't want to go and sit and reflect with these people, these two women that forced me to do that. I get it. I hear you. We are the terrible gym instructor people, but it feels so good afterwards.
Yeah.
And I know it does because we hear it all the time and I feel better. So I'm projecting my warm and fuzzies on all of you. Jill says, this is a little about how today's reflections helped me move forward and a little about how the discussion of art and tea added to that reflection to help me move forward in my art practice. I actually had time yesterday to sit down and fill out the art and tea worksheets with intention. When we had our breakout room discussion in art and tea today, someone else mentioned something that she had experienced, and it reminded me of a thought I had last spring that connects the reflections from yesterday and today. So it feels like it's all coming together, Jill. I think it will go a long way in moving my art concept forward. It's funny how sometimes those little, I think that's why being an artist can be like crazy making because our minds are always going, but
Yeah.
there are those magical moments where it goes like, bing, like this is what connects, and
Yeah.
there's nothing like it.
Yes, we're like dropping little seeds everywhere, and then all of a sudden, something sprouts up, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember I already did this work, and it's connecting. So that's a great way to put that, Jill. And then Annie says the 6-year reflection in art and tea last week really helped gave me great perspective. 2017 to 2023 encapsulated so much change. The exercises helped me back out to the macro view in a way I haven't done for a while. It also gave me a better view of this past year and put it in context. As one of you said on Art and Tea, sometimes only looking at the previous year doesn't give you a full picture. It was very motivating and is helping me do some initial goal setting on 2024. Thanks. Jamie, maybe as we move forward, you could find the link to last week's session, the replay link, and
Mm.
drop it in the chat, because if you are joining us today for the first session and you don't know what we're talking about, you can watch that session and actually do that activity in case you missed it. So thanks those of you who were there last week and just for sharing the love on that session. We're so glad that you liked it. And if you don't know, Celebration and Centering is actually a session that we do every quarter. So again, as Shauna shared, we really invite you into these moments of pause and reflection to, kind of look back and celebrate what you're doing every day as an artist. And the way that we've kind of framed that is these quarterly sessions called Celebration and Centering. And so this is our last of these quarterly sessions for
Yes.
opening up Q4. It's crazy.
Page 130, the end of the line here in the Thriving Artist Map, which is very exciting.
Yes.
I will put the replay links when we come back from breakout rooms so that they don't disappear on you. And so everyone can do the last two sessions if you weren't here. But yeah, we're going to jump right into 4 questions. So this, we really reflected on like, how did we want to spend time wrapping up? And we want you all to have more time to chat because I do think the breakout room time just flies. So what we're going to do today is spend time reflecting. We have 6 minutes of writing, and then we're going to go into our breakout rooms and actually share. And it's just so nice to have perspective on what other people have done and sharing what you're doing out loud. So, question number 1, what are you most proud of in your art practice this year? So, if you want to add in your business as well, you're welcome to, but you know, what did you move forward on? Some people this year maybe had a really awesome productive year, and some people may have had a really hard year. So, remember, nothing is too small to put into this space, and something happened. So, write it down. What did you make space for this year? So what did you, that might be more time, that might be like physical space, might be showing your work. What was a big lesson for you this year? Was this, you know, sometimes lessons are good, are lessons, to be honest, I feel like only come with a little bit of learning the hard way in my life. So I hope this is a positive spin for you on anything that happened this year. If you had a theme this past year with one, if you had to theme it with one word, what would it be? So we often ask here to, you know, put a word to manifest for the next year. So I want you to look back on 2023. If one word was to describe it, what is that word? And then looking forward to 2024, what is the word that that you want to manifest, that you want to happen? Anything to add, Kaylin?
It just had me wondering how many times that end of year word would match the beginning of the word.
It's rare.
Yeah, no, just it's probably obvious, but you can write your answers to these questions just on a piece of paper if you don't have the Thriving Artist Map in front of you. But yeah, we really encourage stream of consciousness writing. So not making this perfect, but just using this as a space to reflect for you and just share kind of whatever comes to mind. All right, I'm going to set our timer for about 6 minutes, and then we'll kind of call your attention back before we head into breakout rooms. Enjoy your writing time. All right, well, we'll give just a couple more seconds to wrap up. And as you do that, feel free to put one thing that you're really proud of that happened this year in the chat.
Amazing. So much happened. Seeing some of these too, these are just really big goals, and I'm sure there was just a lot of steps to make them all happen. So good job. Awesome. So we are going to spend some time sharing together. So you're going to go back to the room you were just in. I highly suggest doing one question and everyone going around and answering it, and then coming back and doing another question, everyone answer it, because you might not get through all four, and that's okay. But we just want to have time for everyone to share. So you're going to share what you're most proud of in your art practice. What did you make space for? Your biggest lesson, and then your theme. Let's just do the theme for 2024, looking forward. So you might get through all of that, but you might not. So it's time to just share with other artists, get those warm and fuzzies, support one another.
All right, I'm setting up your rooms. If you came in late or you were not in a room previously, just sit tight and I'll kind of see how full the rooms are and then send you an invite. We're going to give you 25 minutes, so enjoy, have a great time reflecting, and we'll call you back here in 25.
That time flies, even though we gave more time than we ever do. I hope it was good.
Welcome back.
Awesome. So every week, in a theme of what the session was, we do a weekly challenge on the network. Of course, it's still down at the moment, but hopefully by tonight or tomorrow you can go on. We'd love to continue the conversation. So share what happened in your art practice that you're most proud of. So that's to go on the network and share on there. So we're really excited to read more of those. Nicole in the chat, she asked Bev, what was your 2024 theme? So I assume Bev got cut off. I'm always the one that gets cut off. So had to do a shout out for that.
Sorry, Bev. All right, and 2024, this is our last session of this year. So, we gotta share one more time that we would love to be in community with you in 2024. If you're not already a member, you can sign up to join us. It is cheaper to just book the whole year as a network member. You save, I think, like $165 or something like that, which is quite a lot. So we would love to have you join us. As we've shared before, we follow the Thriving Artist Map, and we meet every week on Art and Tea, and then there's other programs that you can plug into and be a part of. And of course, you get to access all of the wonderful, amazing, generous artists who are a part of our community, some of who you met today. So
yes. And in the chat, I put the replay from yesterday if you want to do reflection, and as well as our video that's kind of all about what 2024 has in store. And we are starting the year off strong. So on January 11th, we're doing a workshop. It's creating your 2024 social media and marketing plan. This is pages from the Thriving Artist Map. We just wanted to give you a time where we do it together and actually get it done. So pages 10 and 11, 10 to 12, you can do this on your own. You do not have to attend, but it will be great. It'll be fun. So we will record this, so there will be a replay if you can't make it live. But this is our first sort of kickoff, and then it's the next week that we start Art and Tea together. So yeah, we hope to see you there.
Yes. So happy holidays. We will see you on January 11th and or January 16th for our first Art and Tea back. Thank you so much for just being part of our community and for trusting us with, your friendship and a glimpse into your art career. It's just, our motto is community over competition, and we just believe in the goodness of doing this work together so much. So thank you so much. Happy holidays, everyone. If you're sticking around, we'll start Boost Group. Otherwise, we'll see you next year, hopefully.
Yes. What a great year together. Thank you so much. If you're headed off, if you're staying with us, get ready. Last Boost Group of the year.
Oh,
Last
Chelsea,
Boost
that's such a
Group.
nice comment. Thank you. I feel like
Maybe
we really have had some artists who like were like, I'm doing this thing this year and joined us, and like they've been with us the whole year, and to have them then say like that it's been so powerful, it just means a lot. So thanks, Chelsea,
yeah,
and
we
others who have shared similar things.
um amazing. I'm writing a note to myself. The list always grows. Amazing. If you are here for Boost Group, and you know what you're doing, go forth. If you're new, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to change your name to your Instagram handle. So the 3 little dots in the corner, I'm going to do it right now so you can see what that's going to look like. And so people will know what my Instagram handle is. And then you're going to post on your own Instagram a post, and it can be anything. It doesn't have to be about Thrive. It's just something you want to post on your Instagram. And when you've posted, you're going to tell us in the chat that you've done that. Use the hashtag TTN Challenge DEC12, so December 12, because we realized the hashtag puts it all into a little pool that we can go in today and like comment. So the point is that we're going to comment, save, and like our fellow artist posts because it helps boost it in the algorithm. And I notice a big difference coming here and doing it together versus just on my own these days. So you are going to like it, you're going to comment, and you can save it just into a saved folder, which helps boost it up. Any questions, or did I forget anything?
No, I don't think so.
Kaylin?
I hope everyone did their homework, because I have some things I need to know from you all. So remember last week how do I stop the share? Why is that not? Oh, stop share right in front of me. Big red button. Last week we were talking about if it's worth it to be verified, and I'm just curious if anybody checked into this. I looked at a few articles, but I felt like all of the articles that I looked at, they were very,
made by Meta.
yeah, like they were very like somebody was clearly paid by Instagram to write this, or somebody just threw this together after AI created it for them. I don't know. It was like really hard to get an opinion from like a real quote unquote
Human.
person. I did ask a friend and she hasn't gotten back to me yet. So did anybody else learn anything about getting verified? I just want to know. I guess not. We all have no idea. Look at all of us, 40 artists. We don't know if we should get verified or not. Oh no.
I thought that it was actually not a good thing to get verified. I forget why now, but whenever they made it like easier for people to do that, I don't know what it had to do with the algorithm, but I don't know if that's changed since then.
I don't even know what the point of it is to be verified, actually, because it just feels to me like, is it another way just to make money? I'm not entirely sure what the advantage is of being verified, actually.
Well, if you're famous enough, then people know it's your account over an imposter account. So they have the trust of knowing that it's you and you're verified. So I think that they actually verify your identity through your your ID somehow, and then you can pay to get the little check mark or badge beside your name stating that you are who you say you are.
I think it's also to make it easier to get your account back if it's hacked. So I've seen
Right,
artists get
okay.
their accounts hacked, and that's the same reason people are posting photos of themselves so that they can prove later that it is them when their account gets hacked.
Ah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
I would be curious to know how much easier it is.
I
well,
also think it's an excuse to make money. So I haven't done it.
yeah.
I
Do
don't
you
like
feel
giving
like-
these apps money, I think because they're making so much money from our information and our content. I get a little resentful of the idea. So
I know someone who is verified. I will have to ask. I missed this piece of homework advice last week, Caitlin, but I'll look into
Come on,
it for
Jen.
next week. Well, next year, apparently.
Yes,
So,
next
yes.
year, or we can chat about it on the network. But the number I kept hearing was like 30% higher visibility. So they like kind of, they say like basically paid accounts are boosted in the algorithm. So if you follow people who become verified, you're going to see them more in your feed. And I don't know. I don't know. It's like very frustrating because we talked about this like weeks ago because it feels like just another way for people who already have resources to get even further ahead and people who don't to not. But I do like the like I'm interested in the like security aspect of it for sure, but it's like how true is that?
how much does it cost to get verified?
I think it's about $15 a month. Like, so, I don't know,
Uh-huh.
like 12 or 16, or it's like somewhere in that range, which is not cheap,
I thought it was a once-off. I didn't realize it's a monthly fee. Wow.
I don't know if you can set it up like for a year, but I'm pretty sure it's a monthly fee. Yeah.
Everybody wants so much money from us every month. It's like a salary for everybody.
I know. 180 a year. But I don't know if you can book it like a year. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it all just adds like, yeah, I mean, it's great because you don't have to, for all these technology pieces, if they make your life easier, like plan and all these things, but verifying on Instagram, I don't think makes your life easier in any way. You're just paying for something we already have to do.
I know. And then it's like, well, what's the next thing? Like if we jump through that hoop, they're just training
Mhm.
us to like, we got to get the double blue check mark. We got to get the yellow check mark. I don't know. Like, just
Is
like,
anyone else in Europe, because they are making us, you have the option to either keep selling your data and using the app for free, or you can pay 13 euros a month and they'll stop selling your data. They promise. So that might be the next step.
Whoa, that's just like so blatant, like this, not that we don't know that, but that's just like we are saying that is exactly what we're doing. Wow.
you'll have to
Did
ask
you do it?
Michelle Landell about that. She's
Yeah,
based
yeah.
artist.
The EU passed some sort of no data selling law, and that was Meta's solution. So, and you weren't able to use your account without opting into selling your data or paying monthly.
Oh, okay, so they didn't stop, they just made a paywall. Wow.
So gross.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I heard also that like certainly with music, with things like Spotify and YouTube Music and all that, it's the investors are like, all right, we've been investing in these things for a long time, time to pay up, y'all. And so we're seeing those fees all go up. And like we're all just kind of caught in this crunch called, oh, we've gotten used to these ways and we don't have our CDs anymore.
Yeah.
And now they're just gonna, which would be fine if it was going to the artist, but it's not.
Yes.
Well, that's why we can't afford to go to concerts anymore because musicians don't make money any other way. I know this is like a big tangent, but it's just so sad to like, I don't know, like there's at least that's not our Like we still have the physical object, most of us, that we make and we're selling. Whereas, I don't know, Jen, feel free to jump in because you do NFTs and digital art, but it's like there's something about that feels, you can always put a price on like an object, I guess, but something that can be digitally consumed, I don't know, like it's interesting to think about. But
I don't make a lot of money from digital art.
yeah.
So just throw that out there. I haven't figured that part out yet. I think it's cool and we can use it in different ways. I do know that there's a joke from all my friends in the music industry who say they're in the t-shirt business.
Yes.
Oh,
That's how they make
Yeah.
their money, is merch. So
Jen, Jen, can you hear me?
yeah.
Have you heard of a group called Texpressionism?
No.
It's all digital art. And they're doing a lot of exhibitions.
Hmm.
And there wasn't a charge that I know of. It was a little bit man heavy. And
As it all is, yes.
yeah, well, I noticed sometimes it was a little bit self-serving, but it's interesting. They're on Discord.
Okay.
And I sort of got involved when they first started,
Mm-hmm.
and I just am too busy with other stuff. Like digital sort of was what I did during the pandemic,
Okay.
waiting for a hip replacement. So I was playing a lot,
Yeah.
apps on my phone, but that's really not my work. But I keep seeing the guy who started it. He is so active and showing everywhere, and it might be a good connection for you.
Thanks. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, I'm on a mission to get more women in these spaces. That's like my life goal now. Yeah.
I like that light bulb, Jen.
Thanks.
I
Thanks.
like it.
I know some really, really cool women doing amazing things, and getting them to like you have to write a grant to get paid to do some of this stuff, because unless somebody has a ton of money and wants to make you famous and claim you like in some way, claim your work is like they brought you into whatever, they I feel like it's really difficult for these women to get paid for what they're doing.
Mhm.
And then there's Taylor Swift, just
Right?
showing up as a
Hey,
billionaire.
baby.
Yeah. Yeah, who are the artists that work for Taylor Swift? Does anybody know any of them? Because I feel like she has to have a lot of artists working for her.
I don't know, but
They get paid.
I saw that I follow like this financial guy, and he posts, he had this recent post that was like 3 women who, like who have like impacted the US economy. And I mean, just it's like amazing how much money Taylor Swift is worth and like how much she has made. And like those men in Washington are like, damn, like they've got their eyes on her because she just generates like so much income. It's like wild. But then there's us. I can't even sell a painting for $1,000. Come on, Taylor. I saw she just gave $1 million.
Not yet. Not
National-
yet.
Not yet. I know.
Yes.
So hard.
My
I'm an
girls,
art therapist. I'm an art therapist. I have to like hype up every
Thanks, Leanne.
I
Yes.
like that, Leanne. That's the voice we need at all times.
day.
Well,
I
none
need
of
y'all to do
that.
it to me. I'll need y'all to do it for me, but I'm really good at doing it for everybody else. So
Yeah.
not yet.
Awesome.
so
Oh,
we
go ahead.
didn't have an Instagram. We didn't have an Instagram boost group song, but my girls heard you talk about Taylor Swift, so they're gonna serenade us with a Taylor Swift song.
Oh,
Great.
perfect.
Please.
Say you remember me, standing in a natural that day, dancing on the cheeks, praising your eye, even if in your why sing.
Woo!
Yes. What an amazing way to end Art and Tea.
I love it.
2023.
I
Thank
bet
you,
Taylor got
ladies.
some royalties just from hearing that in the ether.
Yes.
Like, oh, made a couple thousand.
Wow.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you all for a
Yeah.
great year. We'll
Thank
see you all on Instagram, on the network, and then back in January 11th, and then January 16th.
Yeah, come to the 11th because we're gonna set up our Instagram and our newsletter and do all that work together. It'll be a little bit of an accountability session, so I'm really excited for that. Happy holidays and thank you so much.
Yeah,
is there
bye
a way to
everyone.
Is there any way to get everybody's, like, is there a list of people's things? I'm really slow at this apparently, because I've gotten like 2 and I just would love to do some more. Is there a way
Go to
get
that hashtag, Leanne.
Oh, gotcha. Duh. Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yes.
sense. Of course. Yeah. Okay. Thanks so
Yes.
much.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, guys. Okay,
Bye.
bye.